Whenever you buy a cat, you should always keep the receipt. You're going to want proof of purchase. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a good night tonight. We've got Final Fantasy first in chat tonight, followed by Dead Zergling and Lucent Jelly. Welcome in all. Final says, I'm glad you like Jump King now. I was afraid a while ago you were going to bury it deep in the dirt, never to see the light of day again. It did seem like we were heading in that direction, did it not? I mean, I definitely felt a strong temptation to give up on this game. I mean, I always had a strong desire to beat it too. I never didn't want to beat it, but I really doubted it was possible for a while, and yeah, things got rough with this game. But we persevered, and times are good again. And I mean, I definitely do give up a game every now and then. It's very rare. And I've become less likely to give something up, I think, as the stream has progressed. I've definitely become more stubborn and more set in my ways about, like, the blind approach and things like that over the course of the stream. Earlier on, I would ask for help a little more quickly. Part of that wasn't necessarily that I wanted help more frequently back then either, though. Part of it was that I hadn't yet gotten used to asking people not to help me. And I'm still not always great at it. I still feel like I don't have exactly the perfect set of, like, phrases for communicating what my perspective on help in a video game even is, and why I don't want it. But it's a process. We're always refining. No, indeed, I refuse. Responses to the joke. I had faith and you stuck with it, and now it's reached Battletoad status. You can't stop playing now. I love Battletoads. There were times where I hated Battletoads for sure. That Klingerwinger, I really thought I might never get past the Klingerwinger, and I still can't to this day explain why I was so bad at it, other than I think part of an issue, like, part of it was just that, like, I mean, I didn't get it right away, and then it became, like, really built up in my psyche that the Klingerwinger was this, like, super obstacle that required pinpoint precision, and like absolute perfect timing and movement, and that's what I kept striving for, and that was ultimately why I kept failing, because the thing that made me do better at the Klingerwinger was loosening up and playing much more sloppily. When I played in a super relaxed, barely trying sort of style is when I finally broke through and started beating the level. Losses, welcome in. Ominous left side of the screen. Yeah, that did not escape my notice. I've commented on that open channel to the left a few times myself, and how I know it is my inevitable fate to make a few trips down that channel. Probably in the very near future. Certainly before the night is over, I think we'll be tumbling down that side. But that's just how Jump King works, right? I wish I was better at extracting wisdom from, so, you know, if you've been around here any length of time, you know that it's not very often that I ask for help in a video game. But it has happened, you know, it has happened a handful of times. Games have worn me down and I've asked for advice, and sometimes I've even received advice that I've taken. But I wish I was better at extracting wisdom from those times where I ask for help, so that, like, I wish those times made me better at avoiding needing help in the future. And I don't necessarily think that they do. Goodness. These orbs are a little difficult to stand on. So I have a bit of a sore throat tonight. If it seems like I'm quieter than usual, that might be why. I don't really expect I'll be. But I've got my trusty, comically large mug of tea, piping hot tea with honey and lemon, standing by. It's too hot to drink currently, but as soon as it gets a little cooler, I'm going to be enjoying that. Am I super dumb? No. I'm looking for a setup that makes this jump free. That makes it free. Alright, perfect. Hey. Alright, I should be able to get... Now I can get on this platform every time. Perfect. There's probably a setup to make this one free as well. Oh no, is that all it is? That's free too? This is such an easy game. Why oh why do I not spend more of my time looking for free jumps like that? There's so many of them, and I never find them because I'm so unwilling to experiment. This screen is a new PB. Let's go. That was weird. That was very weird. wasn't free. It seemed like it could be. Remember what you learned, Frownie. Probably going to be a shorter stream tonight, by the way. I believe I mentioned. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at a very inconvenient time in the late morning that really messes up my, like, daily pattern and sleep schedule. So I'm going to need to stop the stream. I'm going to need to try and stop the stream a little early tonight, so I can get more sleep earlier than I usually do, so that I can be ready for that. It's nothing serious. It's just a virtual checkup, basically. I wonder if there are 9 cats in this mansion. There are. I think there's more than 9. There's 4. This makes 7 in this room. Yeah, I knew I overshot that. These jumps are tough. No. No, why am I hang on. Why am I blundering the one I just found the setup for? My autopilot is really poorly programmed. There's no way I should ever miss that jump, ever. Okay, careful. Do this again? Nice. Oh, this looks not great. Oh, it's so much easier than it looks. Life is good. Life is bad. Hey Greg, welcome in. Yeah, this is the new area. We found this place last stream. Notice the wide open channel on the left-hand side, which is where I will be falling later this evening. Hey Uncle Muscles, welcome in. Great to have you here as well. How's the DLC coming along? Yeah, we're doing good. I'm a long way above the bog, but the threat is still very real. We will definitely be heading back to the bog in due time. Board Jams, welcome in. Good afternoon. Why am I seeing Salem from Sabrina? I tend to think of Binks from Hocus Pocus. One of my cats is a solid black cat. We call him Beans. Well, we originally named him Inky, but he got the nickname Beans and that just stuck. So now he's Beans. I fell asleep way before this, Uncle Muscle says. Yeah, it happened really toward the end. The last like 30 minutes of our Jump King session, I made it up here. And I did play around in this area for a bit before we switched games, but I'm far from uncovering all of its secrets. I've figured out a few things about it tonight, though. I've learned a couple good moves and setups for this area. Okay, see, that's why I was doing it the other way. Walking down there, those steps is a bad idea. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's a few free jumps here. So while these platforms are a little tricky to manage, I'm getting the hang of some of them, which is good. I'm gonna need that after we fall back to the bog. One step forward and multiple steps back, Greg observes. That is the nature of this game. Sark was stuck here for so many streams, he ended up muting the cats. Oh. Hopefully I won't get to that point. He did tell me, he did make an ominous comment telling me to enjoy my time here. Made progress in Metroid Dread, Greg says. Good to hear. Got the plasma beam and gravity suit. Now I'm deadlocked by plot to fighting an annoying boss. I wish you luck in escaping this situation, Greg. I'm sure with a bit of patience and persistence, you will prevail. That was much more alliterative than I thought it was going to be when I started saying it. Can you picture Sark getting angry at cat sounds? I've definitely seen Sark. I've definitely seen Sark working on some infuriating challenges. But you know, he's pretty good about managing his rage. There's sometimes sometimes when streamers like get angry when they're playing games, like it can be like uncomfortable to watch. They're You know, like everyone gets angry at the games they play sometimes to some extent, but I don't know, it's hard to watch people who can't cap those feelings like really well. They start getting too bent out of shape and it like really makes me as a viewer uncomfortable. Sark wasn't truly angry, just bothered. Yeah, no, Sark is not one of those. Sark is one that he handles his frustration very well. Fall and yell at the cat. Sounds like something I'd do, Greg says. I can usually manage the anger and frustration in games, Greg says. No, I've made the same mistake with that jump 3 times in a row. And the first time, I don't really blame myself for the first time because I didn't know yet, but the other two, I really should learn. I think that jump up there that I keep missing is actually easy. I just need to jump from the right-hand side of the orb, and I keep forgetting to walk. I keep forgetting to walk over there before I jump. Knowing a setup doesn't do me any good if I'm too unfocused to actually use it. Some exceptions, though, Greg says, like the numerous appearances of Emmy and Chozo warrior bosses in Dread. If you've been recording, there would have been a lot of editing. But that was in... Did I just find another setup? Hang on. It's actually a setup for a jump I already have a setup for, so it doesn't really make it easier. But I think there might actually be two things that work with this jump. How did I do that? Was it just full power? It is. That jump's free from both sides. There's really no excuse to ever miss a jump to that platform then. Oops. That's wrong. Come on, Frownie. Aww. Nice. No. Why does that left-hand side have to be open all the way down? There is an obstacle. There's an obstacle part of the way up. So there, if I'm all the way on the far left and I fall, I might be able to salvage something there. I doubt it, though. I want to investigate that platform for like some kind of secret, but I'm too scared. I'm too scared of the fall that will happen if I do start wandering over there. So I'm staying away from it. retail company here in Australia called JB Hi-Fi used to limited edition Blu-ray VHS packaging DVDs, where instead of the traditional Blu-ray case, they were actually designed like VHS cases, limited to 1,000 copies worldwide, only in Australia, Board Jim says. It's a curious novelty. Don't, I don't really see what the advantage to a VHS case over a Blu-ray case is, though. I feel like it would just take up more space. Hey, Happy Pen, welcome in. Me, wow. Got a bunch of my car stuff? You mean car stuff or cat stuff? I don't know if that's a typo. Cat stuff. Already assembled much of it. Our cats don't have a ton of, like, their own sort of, like, furniture and stuff. There's a cat tree in one room, but they don't really use it. They did for a little while, but they've kind of stopped. We've got a few scratching posts. They use those. And we've got one hammock, and they really like the hammock. Well, two of them do anyway. They kind of take turns in it. We should get a second one, so they both have one to use, and we just never get around to it. I mean, they don't ever really fight over it or anything, but still, if we had two, we could put them in, like, opposite parts of the room. And then they could probably rotate back and forth between them. We only have 2 litter boxes as well. And we have, like, they say you're supposed to have 1 litter box for each cat plus 1 extra. Right? So, like, 1 cat, 2 boxes, 2 cats, 3 boxes. So we've got 3 cats. We should have 4 boxes. But we only have 2. And it works. Granted, one of them is gigantic. One of the litter boxes is... It's massive, and so that's probably why having only 2 works. One cat, 1 box, EpiPen says. I mean, that's usually what I've had too. It kind of depends on the size of where you live as well, but what I've always heard is 1 per cat plus 1 is the, like, advisable rule. Our home isn't really all that big, and the cats only have access to one floor. They don't have access to the basement. So if they could come down to the basement, we would need another litter box, at least one more, so that we could have one down here. But I don't like letting them down here. It's too dangerous. Hey, Loyal, welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. So far, so good. I hope everything is well on your end, Loyal. If you have two cats in one box, you have a stinky home. My place is too small for more than one. Next time won't be. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have extra boxes if you have a really small place. But oh yeah, I wasn't taking it personally, EpiPen. You know, the cats, the room where the litter box is, isn't the best smelling room in the house for sure, but for the most part, it's all right. We've also got a dog too, though, so like we have to do a lot of work to keep our place like pleasant. Yeah, we've got 4 pets, so we have to do a lot to keep everything nice. Uncle Muscle says, sometimes I like to use the litter box if the bathroom's too far away, but my mom doesn't like it. I'd be more worried about the cats not liking it. This place is tougher than it seems. Because these platforms are rounded, they're narrower than they look. It looks like you have a lot of leniency with these jumps, but you really don't. They're really about as thin as any jumps we've come across. There are some thinner platforms, but they're exceedingly rare. the actual size of these platforms is pretty close to as narrow as anything ever gets. Even though they don't look like it. I'm still grounded. Oh no. Oh. Hey, Hooked on Pot, welcome in. Always great to see you, my friend. Thank you for the resub. 24 months. 24 months. That's almost a year. Thank you very much for your generous support, my friend. You've been very good to me. I hope you've been doing well. Fun game. I like this game now. I don't know how up to date you are on what we've been doing with this one, Hooked on Pot, but I've actually beat this game a couple times now. I beat the first DLC, and then I beat the main game. I did them out of order. Because, you know, of course I did. Then I beat the first DLC a second time, because I got confused. And I wanted an item I missed as well. I knew I missed an item on my first clear of DLC 1, so I wanted to get that item. So we did that. Now we're on DLC 2, the final quest. And I've been doing it for a long time. Well, I've been doing it for about a week and a half. It's not really that long. Things are going all right. I'm really turned around on this game. Boy, I hated this game for a long time. I started off really liking this game, and then things got really bad, and I hated this game for a long while. And then I finally started making progress again, and now I love it. Top 10 game, for sure. Jump King. Fantastic. Derek Ocean, welcome in. This section is no joke. We've got a lot to deal with here. But we're gonna get it. I am confident. I'm hopeful. I think I can beat any Jump King now, as long as I just stick with it. It might take 92.5 hours, but as long as I stick with it, I'll always eventually make it through. Is this game something you can beat? Oh yeah. This seems like your masochistic cup of tea all day long from my limited experience. Well, see, it was for a long time, but even I have breaking points, and I was just stuck in the same area for so long that it got really hard. It was really hard to enjoy anything in the game at a certain point, because it was just the same two or three areas over and over again for tens of hours. There was a stretch of like 60 hours where I didn't see anything new. It was bad. It was bad. Things were real bad for a while. Suffering builds character. Derek says Taco Bell for dinner. Loyal says pizza. Jelly and I had stir fry and a Thai style chicken stir fry with basil and cashews. One of my favorite dishes. We have it with rice, of course, and make some runny eggs to top it with. It's really good stuff. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's not something we just throw together, but it's definitely worth it. Might be the best thing I cook. Sounds super bomb, Loyal says. This, yeah, we reached this area last night, for the first time. So this is pretty new. That jump is a little tough. No! Oh, how did I blunder that? Okay, that's more like it. Hey, I didn't blunder that one for a change. These are gonna be tough. Can you pet the dying cat? I didn't notice a dying cat. I hope none of them are dying. I'll keep an eye out. It's starving and will eat you. Clearly I'm not paying enough attention. Heard it, never seen it. Okay. If I see one, I'll definitely try and give it a try. I've been trying to walk up to all the cats to see if any of them had dialogue, or if they all just make cat noises. So far, I've only noticed cat noises. Cat, mad cat, cry, empathy. Oops. Oh, you can... Okay. If you can tell it's dying by the sound. Yeah, hopefully it's not. I wouldn't wish anything bad on our furry little friends here. Sounds like it has a tummy ache. I think I know the sound. I think I know the sound that you're hearing. Yeah, I think I know the sound you're talking about. To work in the morning. Help my stepdad finish up putting up a new bed my sister got yesterday, Derek says. Sounds like a full... Sounds like a lot of your hours have been full here lately. I could use a new bed. My current bed is smaller than I'd like. I haven't bothered to replace it because it came with the house. I mean, I guess that's not a reason I haven't replaced it. The reason I have a bed that's smaller than I want in the first place is because it came with the house. But I just haven't bothered to replace it. Last new bed was a purple. That's the brand, I'm guessing. Is that one of those ones that you can get like sent over the internet? Boss asked me to stay late. Said I don't think so. You can get them in stores now, but you couldn't back then. I haven't really given a lot of thought, because I know, like, I'm going to want to get a frame, because I think my bed now is a queen-size bed. I'd really like to go crazy and just get, like, a emperor-sized bed. But, I'm gonna need a new frame and a new box spring and everything, so... I've just been making do. Just been making do for now. We'll upgrade. We'll probably upgrade in like 3 or 4 years. It didn't matter in the end, Derek says. 2 people had called off, but they ended up showing up anyway, so that everyone was there for the night shift. A good bed is worth spending that extra on. Oh yeah, I believe it. I agree. What I have now isn't bad. It's just smaller than I'd like. I can, like, it's still perfectly serviceable. I'm not losing any sleep because of it, but I know I will be more comfortable when I upgrade. Got a king. I think it's honestly bigger than I'd like, EpiPen says. There's something between king and queen, like a Cali queen. That would be nice. But where do you get sheets? Good question. Bought a Walmart bed once, Hooked on Pot says. The one in a box that explodes when you cut the plastic. Lasted about 2 years before the springs all went flat. That, doesn't seem like all that long. I don't know what the average lifespan of a bed is, but I believe 2 years is rather short. Really? That is not how I expected the trajectory of that jump to work out. It looks like there probably are 9 cats in this building, because I've spotted 8 of them so far, by the way. I was counting them before, and then I kind of stopped counting them out loud, but there are 8. There's 4, then 3, then 1. So I imagine there's a final one up at the very top. That's a nice touch. The last cat is the babe. It was only 350 bucks. That's pretty, like, that's a pretty decent price. So, yeah. It wasn't, but yeah, it wasn't a good buy. I mean, you know. That's... I mean, I guess I don't know what size it was either, but, you know, assuming it was a somewhat bigger sized mattress, 350 bucks. It's a pretty good price, so... I mean, I still would want it to last longer, but... kind of checks out. Thank you for the gift sub, Hooked on Pot. Oh my goodness, you've given us so many gift subs. Thank you very much. 45. And Derek Ocean, take a key for coming in, Derek. And more loyal, take a key for coming in. Thank you again, Hooked on Pot. I've got an emote to swap out. It's not actually a new emote, but Jelly modified one of our animated emotes. One of the animated emotes has an error in it. And I don't remember when I noticed it, but it was a while ago. So one of the animated emotes, I asked Jelly if she had the time to make a correction, and she made a somewhat nicer version. It's very similar to what there already is. That's the one. That's the one, Hooked on Pot. I guess it's not really. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not. Whether or not you see it as an error, I guess is up for debate. It depends on how you want to interpret it, I suppose. But yeah, it's the heart emote. Because if you watch it, what the error is, if you haven't noticed, is that the heart doesn't change color until it's all the way unfolded. And it seems to me like if the heart is being peeled open from one side to the other, it should be a different color inside all the way through from the start. When Frownie starts to peel it open, it should be red right away on the purple background and purple right away on the red background. So see, it's not like something that was a crazy big issue. That's why it took so long for me to even think about it. And I might not have even interpreted it that way when I first described it to Jelly. I might only be looking at it in this light now, like after the fact, thinking, it really should be open that way. It really should be colored that way. But she changed that and added another color into the cycle as well. But I just haven't uploaded it yet because I have to take the we like the emotes to have like rounded corners, and it's my job to edit them so that the corners are rounded. Jelly leaves that part of the task to me. So once I've done that, then I'll get that one swapped out. And I've given her concepts for 2 other emotes, but Jelly doesn't have she doesn't have that much free time to devote to the, my stuff for the stream. So we'll get them when we get them. I think they're pretty exciting though. One of them is a really Hooked on Pot. Thank you again for another gift sub. Thank you very much. Zergling, take a key for coming in. A 3-sided heart. No, it's not. Just 3 colors in the cycle. Originally she was gonna have the heart cycle through all the colors, like the dancing emote, like almost all the colors of the rainbow. There's no green. There's no green in the dancing emote, because if it had green, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to round the corners. I could, but I'd have to do it another way. But she was gonna have the heart cycle through all those colors, but I was like, no, 3 is fine. 3 is plenty. But we've got a plan for a very complicated animated emote that should be pretty cool if she can pull it off. And we've got a plan for a new static emote. I like seeing the keys, Hooked on Pot says. I made the sub icon keys because I thought it would be cute if I said take a key for coming in every time someone subbed. And I almost never remember to say it. Especially when people resub. I almost always forget. I almost always forget that. That's the whole reason that they're keys, is because super ghouls and ghosts, and take a key for coming in. So I can say that line. But yet I always remember, that's almost a year. I never forget that one. 92 streaks, Ergling says. Hope something terrible doesn't happen in the next few weeks. Me too. Uh, 100 streams in a row is some pretty wild attendance. Very much appreciate you making the effort, Ergling. Fun game. If it, if it were easy to make progress, it wouldn't be so satisfying on the rare occasion when I do, right? I got a handle on some of these jumps. It's just that, when you don't have a handle on all of them. It asks a lot of you, this game. No. We're so close to getting a peek at a new screen. We were so close. Thank you for the bits, Hooked on Pot. 100 bits. Again, very appreciated. I feel bad. I wish I didn't run out of ways of saying thank you. I feel I don't know what to say. But thank you. We're good. Oh, thank you also. My pleasure. Just glad to be here and glad to have good company. It's very important when the games are this mean. It's always important, but it's very important when the games are this mean. Only 2 falls. There is an achievement for doing this Ghost of the Babe DLC with only 2 falls. How in the world can that achievement exist? Who can do that? Who can play this and only fall twice? The amount of practice that has to take. Everything in the middle of that room is just, Yes! Ooh, that looks ugly. No! Oh, I thought I missed it. Is this free? It is. Is this not a new area? Why is there not a new title? Phantom Tower. This can't be the end of the game. Oh no! Oh no! Hey, thank you again, Hooked Thank you for 100 more bits. We made that's good progress. Phantom Tower. The tower in the title suggests that might be the end. It's way too early for that to be the end. There's got to be multiple towers in this one. My heart is racing. My heart is racing. With the thrill of seeing something new like that. That place is, the music up there. The music up there is really getting to me. I can feel it. Oh. Very exciting. That's a very exciting area. It's really tough, though. I think I had some real beginner's luck with a couple of those jumps. Hooked on Pot, thank you for 400 bits. Thank you very, very much. If I unlocked some amazing gameplay, like, could it be possible that we could see the end of this tonight? That would be so early. That would be so quick. Get back to new ground. No, we shall see. It's definitely much easier said than done. I want to. I wanna get back up there. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled at the prospect that that tower could be something big, but I just can't. That would be so short. I mean, this whole DLC is only like 6 areas tall. That just can't be right. Now if I fall down that channel to the left, I'm really going to weep. I'm gonna be inconsolable. It's so much harder to play now because I'm full of nerves and excitement from seeing that tower. I need to calm down. I mean, not that I was playing great before and I'm playing significantly more badly now. I'm still playing about the same, but I feel like I feel the falls a little bit more acutely now that I have something I'm looking forward to. Other than just generic progress. Oh. What kind of a jump was that? Cows, welcome in. Happy Wednesday, my friend. We've had a lot of excitement in this game. I saw the area above the cat mansion. There's a crumbling tower. There's a crumbling tower up above. It's very exciting. It's got some really nasty jumps. I'm having trouble getting back up there, but I really hope we do. The plan is for tonight's stream to be a somewhat shorter stream. Like, it's 1 o'clock now. I'd really like to wrap up in about 2 hours. You know, be giving us about that'd make it for a 3.5 hour stream. Depending on what I see up there in that tower, if I make it back up there, I might not be able to stop. When doesn't this game have some really nasty jumps, Greg asks. All too true. A lot of jumps in this game are really deceptive in that there's a lot of jumps where there's actually a really easy way to do a lot of them. It's just that I'm not very good at always spotting the strategy. Well, I'm definitely saying I'm not good at always spotting it is like the worst understatement. I'm really bad at ever spotting the setups that make jumps easy. Like this here, with that, like, bounce. That backward bounce. That makes that jump incredibly easy. But for me to spot something like that, I'm just not good at it. So I'm frequently making jumps in really tough ways. Because I can't think of anything better to do. And I get, like, once I make a jump, I'm really hesitant to experiment with alternative approaches. Because it's like, well, I know this way works, and I don't know if any other way will ever work, so I'm not going to waste time on those. I'm just going to keep doing it the one really hard way that I know worked one time. I'm too risk averse. Is the phrase risk averse or risk adverse? Is it averse like aversion, or is it adverse like adversarial? I think it's got to be averse. But then I said it and didn't feel right. Like aversion. That's what I thought. Thank you for the thank you for the help, Cows. I'm too risk averse to play this game. Stick with what works. Down strat usually. Yeah, don't mess with success is the way of saying that I like. I have a very don't mess with success approach to a lot of my life. That's why the stream broadcasts from a 10-year-old laptop with a $12 capture equipment held together literally with rubber bands. Because just barely works is within the category of working, so don't mess with it. The only thing I tinker with is my furniture arrangements. I can't live with that. I can't live with that approach to my furniture arrangements. That's where I purge all of my, like, desire for tinkering. It's a very strenuous hobby. No. is that an overshoot? No, why is that an undershoot? Scary, scary game. Hooked on Pot, thank you for yet another gift sub. Is that's 48? Thank you very much. And Greg, take a key for coming in. You found the free jump at the start. I did. I found a couple free jumps. Losses. I made it to the next area a moment ago. I saw the Phantom Tower. But the jumps in the Phantom Tower are naturally pretty gnarly. This jump is free. Right there. This is a free jump. That's probably the one you were talking about. Right at the start. This is a free jump. I suspect there's a couple others, but I haven't found them. This one has a free jump from either side. That's free. Or, if I'm over here, that's also free. So that's nice. That one's got a dual setup. I should never miss that platform, and yet somehow I still do. when I fall down that channel on the left-hand side, so I said this is supposed to be a short stream, and then I said I might not be able to keep it a short stream because I may not be able to pull myself away from the game, having seen something so potentially exciting up ahead. But if I fall down that channel, when I fall down that channel on the left-hand side, I can't promise I won't rage quit. Any stream is a great stream. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hey, thank you for spending time with me, Loyal. It's no problem for me to be here. I'm glad to have you here. I'm feeling more confident with Jet Force Gemini now as well. Now that I'm pretty sure. So the thing is with Jet Force Gemini, now I know there are no more teddy bears left in the game. And so that suggests to me that I have found all of the planets. Because, I mean, I can't say for sure that there does not exist a planet without teddy bears, but I would be so shocked. It seems incredibly unlikely that there would exist in that game a planet with no teddy bears. So I'm going to say if I found all the teddy bears, I have to have found all the planets. If I'm wrong about that, then that game is worse than I ever imagined. And I've imagined it being pretty bad. But so now that I know I found all the planets, or now that I believe I found all the planets, like, I'm really confident that I'm eventually going to be able to find the last two spaceship parts, and then we'll have all the collectibles in the game. So, like, I'm feeling good about that. I think that that's possible. But I still want to go back and master all of those mini games. And so that, like, I'm not worried about... Before, was it last night or the night before? I don't know. Just a couple streams ago with Jet Force Gemini, I was confident that I was going to complete all the mini games, but I was worried I was never going to make progress. And now I have the exact opposite feeling about that game, is that I'm pretty confident I'm going to finish all the progress, except I don't think I'm ever going to finish these mini games. It's weird, like, the amount of dread I feel regarding that game, like, the net amount of dread is still the same. It's just allocated differently. It's a very odd feeling. I found a couple plug-and-play devices at a thrift store earlier today. I don't really know what they are, because neither of them say on them what they're for. I think one of them might be a Pirates of the Caribbean game. It looks very piratey. I couldn't remember, like, it's got like these, like, I think it's got like a pirate coin or something on it. And I can't remember if it looks like the coins from that movie. I don't remember what those coins look like, other than that they're just gold pirate coins. But it might be a tie-in to that movie / franchise. So that's one of them. And the other one, I don't know what it is, but it's blue, and the joystick has a big blue gem on the top of it. And so I'm like, could it be a plug-and-play for Bejeweled? But I found them at the thrift shop, and they didn't cost me much. But the thing is, I've had a lot of bad luck with plug-and-play devices. For one, they're really hard to come across. I almost never find them, and I'm always looking for them when I'm out thrifting. Not that we don't really have a lot of places to visit. It's only a couple thrift stores in my area. And only one of them ever actually seems to get plug-and-play. Well, the two of them, but one way more than the other. But almost all of them that I've bought recently don't seem to work. It was like I had these really big plans for. I had this really goofy plug-and-play I wanted to play on Thanksgiving last year, and I got everything out and set up, and then I couldn't get it to work. Nothing would work, and so that was disappointing. And then these, I don't know. I haven't tested them yet, so. I got those. I don't know if I mentioned, I also found a Spider-Man one recently. So I'm up to like... I've got like 7 or 8 different plug-and-play devices now in my small collection of them. But unfortunately, only like 5 or 6 of them seem to work. I've come across a couple that I don't buy though. I'm not buying motion control plug-and-play devices because that's what I got burned on Thanksgiving. The one I wanted to play on Thanksgiving was motion controls, and so I haven't been buying those. I've only come across. I think I've only come across one, and I don't buy poker. I come across Texas. There's a particular Texas Hold'em plug-and-play that I come across a lot, but I'm not. I actually can't be sure that I'm not coming across the same one over and over again. But whenever I see it, I'm like, I'm gonna pass on this one. I don't think that will make for entertaining streaming. If I remember, maybe next week we'll put 50 video games included back on the schedule again as well, because I really want to finish that. I really want to finish that collection up. We've been working on it for like 2 years. I always forget about it and let it rest for too long. It was kind of mean to me last time, though. The last time we played 50 video games included, one of the games seemed to be broken, and the other game was so brutally difficult, I just couldn't take it. Those, like, back-to-back punches were pretty rough to endure. I'll take it. That wasn't what I was trying to do, that jump, but I'll take that for sure. No. Every time I get near the top of this area now, my heart starts racing. I'm not good at keeping my cool. I can't keep my heart under control. Really? Really? I have so many games I want to play on the stream, and it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, the amount of things I want to play on the stream. There's so much I want to play, and I just never know what to play next or what order to do things in. I wish I had a good barometer for, like, feeling, like, I wish I had a good, like, sense of, like, how long a particular game is going to take me ahead of time. Like, not, like, I don't want to look it up. Like, I know that there's like a how to beat, or not how to beat, how long to beat sort of resource out there where you can look up, like, people report or something, like how long it takes to clear games. I know there's a way to look up, like, generally, like, how long various games seem to take. And I don't mean I want to do that. I just mean, and anyway, it wouldn't necessarily help because, like, I don't think any resource is going to tell you Battletoads is a 95-hour game. And that's what I want to know. Like, I wish I had, like, when I pick a game up, I wish I had a sense of, like, what chunk of my life it was going to take to, like, see it through to the end. Because, like, I'm always so wrong. Like, Jet Force Gemini has taken so much longer than I thought it was going to, and every game is always like that. And that's what I just should assume. I should just assume from now on every game I pick up is going to take me 95 hours to beat. That I could just be pleasantly surprised on the 3 occasions a year where it doesn't. I say I wish I had that ability, but that would rob me of a great deal of surprise, and there are a few things I enjoy more than surprise. Even when they're bad surprises, which they usually are. You thought you were done, but guess what? There's a loop too. No, I knew I was overshooting it. Alright. I don't know if I've ever stood on that particular lantern before. No, really? I can't accept that. I'm sure that jump should have landed. I demand a recount. That same jump that I thought should have landed failed twice. It failed me twice. Hey, Raiders, welcome in. Always grateful for more excellent company. Shootswolf, thank you for the raid. I hope Baldur's Gate 3 was going very well tonight. Jump King's been going pretty decently. I'm in a I saw a new area briefly. I'm just having a lot of trouble getting back up to it. This particular place where I am now, this mansion full of cats, is it's deceptively difficult. These platforms, because these platforms are rounded, they're way narrower than they look like they are. Sky Collective, welcome in. Appreciate you coming along. I'm full of nerves. The area above this is very exciting. It's a crumbling tower full of very tricky jumps, and it almost seems like worthy of being the end of the game, which it might be, but if it is, it means this is really short, so... I have my doubts. I have my doubts. But the previous two quests have ended in a place that had tower in the name, so... I don't know. I'm very excited, but I'm filled with anxiety. These jumps are hard to begin with, and when I do make it up toward the top, I get so nervous that they become extra difficult. Hey, Shootswell, welcome in. You doing awesome in this game? Glad you're having fun with it? Yeah, I'm having a good time. Things have turned around. Thank you again for the raid. Very grateful to have you join us, as always. And thank you for the compliments on the progress. We're doing all right. I can very much lose everything, though. That area on the left is wide open, and I haven't fell down through there yet, but I know there's gonna be jumps up ahead where if I miss, that is the fate I am going to suffer, and yeah, I know that's gonna happen to me. There's no way it doesn't. I've got a better shot at winning a Grammy for my singing on the stream than I do of making it to the top of this game without falling down that channel on the left. No, I walked off the ledge. Those are some are some of the most painful falls, when I just accidentally walk off a ledge. It happens with distressing regularity. I missed the free jump. That's more like it. No. Does this work? Nope. Didn't punish me to try, though. No. I wish I could just stop feeling so nervous. Why is that jump so hard? Why is that one so hard? I say that as if that doesn't apply to every single jump in the game. They're all so hard. under, over, under, over, under, over. There is no method of missing that jump that I have not engaged in. Okay, so this is exciting. This is the highest area we've been to. No! This place is epic and terrifying. Does it shake you off the ledges? Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know, cows. I think it just shakes for dramatic effect. I don't think that it actually moves the our character. But these green platforms... The green platforms disappear after you stand on them for a couple seconds. So you have to move... You have to move quickly. That's why I'm not planning my jumps very well, because you don't have time to sit there and think about. You're forced to move quickly through that area. It would be terribly evil. Yeah, if I get shaken off of a ledge, I may cry foul. Yeah, as opposed to the rest of the game, which is evil. Now, hang on. Evil I could stand. Terribly evil? That's too much, game. Scary up there. The Diet Coke of evil. I don't understand what happened there. Clearly I missed a jump, but I'm not really sure why. We had a good run there for a moment. We had a good run there. Saw a bit of the tower. I know that left side. I know that the fall that's gonna take me down that left side, the jump I really have to worry about is gonna be the last jump of that tower. Like, I just know there's gonna be a jump on that left-hand side that when I miss it, we'll be going all the way back down to the bog. I know it doesn't lead straight down there, but I will 100% miss the jumps afterward that take me all the way to the bog. It's guaranteed. Chekhov's left side of the screen. That's right. You don't put a left side of the screen in Act 1 unless you're gonna fire it in Act 3. Got it right before me. I'm quick on the draw. I'm letting my tea get cold. What was that? It's funny that that jump lands me back on the same platform, but... I don't know why I jumped in such a way as to find that out. I don't like that staircase. I don't like that staircase. All the stairs have their corners clipped off, so it's just a slide disguised as a staircase, and I don't like it. my mind is shutting down. The pain is they're tenacious. No worries, gals. The bots have picked a bad game because it's easy for me to pull my eyes and hand away from this game. There's plenty of opportunity where I don't have to actually make rapid button inputs. Pretty much after every jump I can put the controller down because I can't influence my movement after I leave the ground anyway. I need a second wind or something. I feel like I'm going backward. Oh, careful losses. There was one time where someone came into the chat and I don't remember what it was, but they seemed to have a more human screen name, and they wrote the bot message, but it seemed like it was worded a little differently. But I went ahead and banned them, but then it was like, it's one of those things where, like, after I banned it, I was like, I'm not sure if that was a bot or if that was someone pretending to be a bot. And I never found out either way. But I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, you know, that's a pretty silly thing to do if you're not a spam bot. For your first message in someone's chat to come in pretending to be a spam bot. So, I mean, I guess I can't really feel too bad about banning them because, I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? But I do think about that sometimes. I like that expression. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I like that expression because I think that there's some, like, truth to it. But I also just like it because it reminds me of Smash TV. Big money, big prizes. I love it. I wish I was better at Smash TV. I wish I could beat that game. Smash TV is so hard. That's good too, Cows. That version's good too. No. every single jump, like 10 jumps in a row, I landed lower than I started. That's real bad. That's real bad. That was a painful losing streak. No. I thought, you know what? I'll take the extra moment to take a step in this direction, and that'll mean that I'm more likely to not blunder this jump. And it made no difference. And it's a small thing. But it's those little blunders that add up. Now, maybe you're not like me. Maybe you don't think the way I think, but I'm going to assume you do. I'm going to assume that you can relate to this, because I think it's odd that usually when I encounter a skeleton, it's funny to me that, like, upon reflection now, that, like, whenever I encounter a skeleton, I'm not, like, I don't, like, ask myself the question or, like, think about or wonder that that skeleton used to be part of a person. I wonder who that skeleton used to be. No, I just think, it's a skeleton. It's a monster. And I treat it as if it exists, like, independent of ever being connected to a human life. Like, as if skeletons are, like, elves or orcs or, like, something that, like, just another, like, class of humanoid being that exists in the universe. Like, all those skeletons in Dark Souls, when I was in the catacombs and I was kicking all those skeletons off of the cliff, like, each of those skeletons used to be a human, right? But that thought, like, never occurred to me until right now. I guess I never really think of the zombies and Zombies Ate My Neighbors as having been human at one point either. But, I mean, I guess technically the zombies were our neighbors at one point. Would the game have sold better or worse if it had been titled My Neighbors Ate Themselves? I can't say I ever thought about that. Who was Isaac? It's just weird that I don't know. It seems odd to me that we'll like treat skeletons like just as like they're an independently existing monster without ever thinking about the person they used to be. I feel like there's a layer of thought to this as well that I'm not expressing, or I can't really put into words. I think we've seen all of the Phantom Tower we're gonna see tonight, my friends. I'm not stopping just yet, but I really don't feel like I'm gonna make it back up there. Something has changed. I've lost some sort of spark or something, and now I don't feel like it's gonna happen. Perhaps you just need cat puns to inspire you to make it further. Perhaps. The cat puns will be the catalyst for your success. Oh. I've got nothing. I wanted to play along. I did want to play along, but I've got nothing in my brain. A real meowful. That's good. It was the best I could scratch together, Cow says. We will, of course, be playing Jump King again tomorrow night in the first part of the stream. And we'll be playing Jet Force Gemini in the second. And on Friday, we're going to have our big Contra night. We're going to play all the Contra games on the NES. Contra 1, Super C, and Contra Force. And the last one there, it's going to be a first playthrough for me, so I've heard it's pretty rough, so we'll see how bad it is and whether or not I'm able to beat it. It wasn't clawful, Zergling says. Those falls can be such a catastrophe, says Rick. Oh. You aren't kidding. Am I still awake? Good thing Frownie always lands on his feet. Well, the thing is, actually, Jump King tends to land on his face quite a bit. Not to step on your joke, but... Let's pause and appreciate the kitty cats. Yeah, we're just spinning our wheels now. I'm not progressing or improving. I'm definitely burnt for the night. We'll kill another half hour or so, but we're not gonna see anything beyond this tonight. You're just preparing for your next great ascent. Well, I mean, maybe tomorrow night, but not tonight. It's just not happening. I can't even make the easiest jumps anymore. My sense of timing for the jump seems to be shot for some reason. I can't feel like can't feel what the button presses are supposed to do. I'd like it to be different, don't get me wrong, but I just, you know, it's not there. Oh, my shoulder hurts. My sense of dessert is truly broken, Zergling says. my idea of dessert's a few tablespoons of sour cream, salsa, and salsa topped with a handful of Cheerios. Ugh. That... Better you than me. That doesn't sound appealing to me. That triggered my flight reflex, Cow says. Oh. Sour cream I never eat anyway. Sour cream is one of those things I have a dread terror of, so I would never eat that to begin with. Salsa and Cheerios is... It's the sour cream of it that truly horrifies me, but... And that's just because it's sour cream. It doesn't matter what you put it on. I'm gonna be horrified by it no matter what, but... Yeah, salsa and Cheerios, that's, I don't know how you came across this combination. It's unique. Wasn't that bad, but Cheerios aren't a great tortilla chip replacement. Odd food kind of day for me anyway. On top of that dessert, I had a pound of ribeye. I'll buy 2 hot dogs and 2 cheese sticks. That didn't sound bad to me at all. It's been a long while since I've had an actual hot dog. I've had Italian sausage and bratwurst. I have those every couple of months, typically. But, like, just a regular old hot dog, it's been a while. It's been a good while. I really only like a hot dog if it's been, like, grilled or cooked over a flame. Boiling and pan frying or other approaches. Not really appealing to me. By hot dog, I hope you mean a beef hot dog? I mean, probably. I don't know. Probably not. When I think of a hot dog, I typically think of, like, basically a tube of bologna. So, yeah, probably chicken and pork is what I think of when I think of a hot dog. Those are a crime against humanity. Does KFC serve hot dogs? I mean, I think we're talking exclusively about chicken and pork hot dogs, not all chicken and pork. No worries. I can't really say that I differentiate though. I mean, if I went to buy hot dogs, I would buy beef hot dogs. But if someone, like, you know, if I were sitting around a campfire and someone cooked and handed me a chicken and pork hot dog, I would probably eat it with no real complaints. Beef hot dogs are called Franks. It has to be beef to be a Frank. I didn't know that. Didn't know there were beef hot dogs? Yeah. Sounds like a soft drink versus carbonated beverage versus soda versus pop thing to me. And you didn't even include the one true. You didn't even include the one true term of Coke. We did get to see the tower again, by the way. I was wrong. We didn't get to see it for very long, but we did get to see it. Briefly. That area, we discovered that area about an hour ago, Greg. So it's definitely new. But that's why I'm not celebrating, is because it's we have been up there earlier tonight. Even if you're wrong, I was right, and that's what matters in the end. Hey, I love being wrong. Zergling, could you now say that I'm gonna beat the game tonight and be right about that too, please? I hope I'm wrong about Jet Force Gemini 2026. I think you're wrong about that. I think we'll finish Jet Force Gemini, I think, a lot sooner than 2026. I think we'll probably be finished with Jet Force Gemini by the end of next week. I think I'll find one spaceship part tomorrow night. Actually, you know what? It depends on what we mean by done. Those mini games, you might be right. 2026 might be right. But the rest of the like story progress, I think we could finish before then. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Very grateful to have you with us. Welcome to Jump King. Oh, Jump King. Hallian, welcome in. Mansta, Yared, Dino Pulse, Waz, welcome, welcome. And Kyle, if you can see and hear us, there you are. Thank you very much for the raid. The sequel to Sneak King. That Vitamin Chi, welcome in. The game that never ends, Jump King. Here's hoping I haven't gone crazy. Well, I'm still playing Jump King. Isn't that a sure sign of insanity? How was your stream tonight, Kyle? We'd love to hear if you would like to share. I think you were playing, was it Xbox games tonight? I'm trying to remember what I saw you working on. No, well, maybe it was. I think you were you playing Castlevania earlier? One of the 3D Castlevanias? Jank Xbox raid. Month 3. Hey, thank you again, Waz, for the gift sub. Germa gave up on this game after a few Jump King streams. I've talked about giving up, but I'm just too stubborn. I keep sticking with it. But there were long stretches. There were many nights where I said, "This is it. I'm never playing this game again," and then inevitably I would continue to play it. Frownie now loves Jump King. I do. Jump King is a top 10 game for me. Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Yeah. I was right. I knew I saw a little bit of that. I just didn't remember who was playing it. I haven't played those yet. Those Xbox PlayStation 2 era Castlevanias. I haven't played those yet. I don't expect they're very good, based on like what the generally what I hear about them. But I want to give them a try. Just, why not? Everyone hates Castlevania 64, and I love Castlevania 64, so maybe I'll love those too. Also played Dead or Alive, and later finally played Whiteout. I don't have a lot of personal experiences with these, but I know if it was a Kyle stream, it was a good time. Uh, 3DO shirt, right on. So where we are in this game, by the way, my friends, we're on DLC 2 of Jump King. I've beaten Jump King a couple times. First, we beat DLC 1. Because on my first playthrough, I got confused and off track. And so I actually beat the DLC before I beat the main game. And that took me 92.5 hours to beat that. But we did it. And then I played the main game, and I beat that after 4.5 hours. So I got a little better. And then I was confused again and made a mistake and ended up beating DLC 1 for a second time. And that took 2.5 hours. And now we're on DLC 2. And we've seen some very promising stuff tonight, like in regards to the heights that we've reached. I've been higher than I've ever. I've been to I've been to higher places than I've ever been before. But this mansion here where all these cats live is really difficult to get through. The jumps, these platforms here are really tricky because they are much thinner than they look. Because they're round, they're very deceptive. Like they look like easy jumps. And if the platforms were as wide as they appear, they would be really easy. But because they're rounded, they're actually super narrow. And it's really tough to make your way up out of this area. And there's that long channel on the left-hand side. When I fall down that channel, on that open channel on the left-hand side, it's all over. It's all over. I'll have erased incalculable progress. It'll be horrible. Scully, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Jump King. I've been seeing spammers in other chats. Are you good? I think we're all right. We get our share of bots every now and then, but things have generally been okay. Master Tuesday, welcome in. Thank you for the camera, and happy Tuesday. Hope it's going well for you. Manster says, I did the GTA Online 420 content tonight, but you're higher than me tonight. I want to fall asleep, but if there's links in chat, I don't want to roll over and accidentally click on one. Well, we're keeping an eye out. Actually, if someone actually posts a link in the chat, here's the thing. Links in our chat, links are universally blocked, so you can't even post clips in our chat because the bot is supposed to eat them all up if you try and post a link. So that shouldn't be possible here. Hypothetically, at least. But between me and cows, we keep an eye out. We keep an eye out nonetheless. Happy Tuesday. It's Thursday, Frownie. For most of the world. For Master Tuesday, there was unfortunately there was a calendar-related accident that now causes our friend to perpetually live in a world of only Tuesdays. Or something like that. I'm foggy on the details of the origin story. Telling Frownie he's actually playing the DLC is considered a spoiler. I missed that comment before, Mansta. But yeah, that's kind of how we do things here. So if you're unfamiliar with the stream, my friends, thank you again for joining us and spending some time with us tonight. I am Frownie, of course. I stream almost every night of the week. Usually not on Saturdays, though. 11 p.m. Central Time until question marks. I'm overwhelmingly a retro streamer, though I will play newer stuff on the Switch. I'm kind of a Nintendo fan. I like brutally difficult platformers like Castlevania and Contra and Super Ghouls and Ghosts and Jump King. I have an extremely strictly blind approach to video games. We've got probably the strictest anti-backseating and anti-spoiler policy I know of. So there's a lot of struggling and suffering and confusion on this stream, and I very frequently do things completely the wrong way. But the process is very organic, and so we get to see some interesting things sometimes because of my boneheaded stubbornness. We play sort of a mix. I try to keep it half and half, games of relative quality and games of relative trashiness. I have a real soft spot for shovelware and licensed games and plug-and plays, so we do get lost in those weeds quite frequently. Try to maintain a pretty relaxed environment. So if you like Scully, are looking for a place where things stay pretty calm and it doesn't matter if you drift off to sleep with the stream in the background. Excuse me, we're usually that kind of place. You might get jump scared awake after we raid out, though. A lot of other streams are louder and more high energy than I am, and I try to raid mostly fairly chill streams, but that's definitely not always the case. So you could be rudely awakened at the end of the stream if you fall asleep. Don't worry, Frownie. The origin story is multiple choice. That's also what I thought Tuesday. The details. I said the details were fuzzy, not necessarily because I'd forgotten them, but because I feel like I've received different versions of the details. Tuesday says, I'm doing okay. I've been dithering about on a story idea and running in circles with it. Still recovering from the critical psychic damage Ty the Tasmanian Tiger inflicted on me. Oh no. I wish you a speedy recovery, Tuesday, and good luck with the story. I don't embark on many creative storytelling endeavors. But I have in the past. I'm a dreadfully slow writer. Hey, Christian Cool, thank you for the lurk. I hope the week has been kind to you. So far, so good. Hopefully the same is true for you. I've got setups for a few of the jumps that let me make them somewhat reliably, but the overwhelming majority of them I don't. I've just got to remember the feel of the timing to get from platform to platform, and getting it right so many times in a row is rather demanding. Someone mentioned Sneak King earlier in the chat, and that's Sneak King is one of those games. We started it on the stream. I still need to go back and finish it. I'd like to complete that game. We played it one night on a whim, and then I couldn't fit it on the schedule for a while and kind of forgot about it. These cats really do make a lot of noise. We have 3 cats, and only one of them is particularly talkative. He actually talks quite a bit. But one of the things that he does is he'll go and he'll stare out the window, and he'll just mutter to himself while looking out the window. He makes this really weird squeaking noise. Just like constantly while he's staring out the window. It's very bizarre. Well, he makes that noise particularly, like not the whole time he stares out the window, but he makes it whenever he sees like an animal outside the window, like a bird or a squirrel or something. He starts like squeak mumbling to himself. It's very strange. Yeah, we live in an area where there's usually something to see out the window. We're kind of away from things with a bit of land at the end of our yard, so there's usually some sort of wildlife wandering around. This game is physically exhausting. I don't know how many other games I've played where, like, I feel like I am absorbing the character's damage. Jump King doesn't have a life bar, but I do, and when he takes damage, my life bar depletes a little bit. I feel like my muscles are physically fatigued, and my shoulders aching. And it's all just from playing Jump King. I wish I'd had the sense to, like, measure my muscular development at the start of the playthrough, and then, like, compare it to the end of the playthrough, because I think there could be some improvements. I think I'm gonna be physically stronger after having played this game. From all the exertion. It's kind of like one of those like late night infomercials with like the weird like belt that you can buy that like electrocutes your abs to give you a six-pack without doing anything. Like this game is like that device. No. You have to perform perfectly for so long. One mistake and it's all for nothing. Did the undershoot, so time to overshoot. Wish I had a better method for dealing with that screen, the one that I just fell from, with the artificial staircase and the three lanterns. I mean, I guess, you know, I wish I had a better way of dealing with every part of the game, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe there is a trick to doing that area better. And I just can't I can't open my mind's eye wide enough to see it clearly. that was a bad attempt at that jump. Mueller? Ferris Mueller? I know I've seen that movie. Like, basically none of it has stuck with me. So this tower here, the Phantom Tower, is the highest region of the game I've ever been to. We've been up here a couple times tonight. That's usually how it goes. I make a few jumps, and then it's back down to Cat World. Usually much further down from our very first fall. Don't worry, little by slowly, I'll eat away all of our progress. There we go. See, you're supposed to think that it's called the House of Nine Lives because of all the cats. But really, it's because you'll spend 9 lifetimes worth of time here in this place. It has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with the player. No, quit overshooting. Well, my friends, you know I very much want to just keep going. And I have gone longer than I said I was going to. But I think I need to be responsible and call it a night. It's a shorter stream tonight. I was planning to end at 3, and we've now gone almost a half an hour longer. We made some good progress. We saw something new. We saw what might actually be the end of the game. I really can't believe that. If the Phantom Tower is the end, I will be... Yeah, it can't. It can't be that short. I can't accept it. I can't accept that. But we saw the next area. Maybe tomorrow night we'll make progress in it. Hooray for progress, Cal says. Gotta save all your good energy for Jet Force, the end of happiness, Gemini. Yeah, so tomorrow night we will play more Jump King in the first part of the stream. We'll play Jet Force Gemini in the second part. Probably. If I get too fixated on Jump King tomorrow night, we might not have a whole lot of time for Jet Force Gemini. But the plan is to try and do both of those games. And Friday night's a whole bunch of Contra. It's William Shakespeare's birthday. And so, naturally, we need to play Contra. I'll send us somewhere on a raid if you want to just stick with me a moment here. I'll see who is live and what they're doing. I hope this stream is not over. See you tomorrow, Greg says. Thank you, Greg. See you tomorrow. Thanks for the great stream as always. Thank you, Cows, for being here. Thank you for your wonderful mod work. And for being a constant friend. Very much appreciated. Hope your early morning adventures go well. Yeah, so I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow in the late morning. It's like a virtual doctor's meeting. It's really just a checkup. It's nothing at all concerning or to worry about. It's just at a super inconvenient time. So it's good because it's gonna mess up my whole sleep schedule. I'm going to send us over to Dollar Phil. We get a lot of raids from Dollar Phil, but we never get to visit him in the opposite direction because we usually stream later. But Dollar Phil is a laid-back kind of guy who enjoys retro games and challenging games. He is a big fan of shooters, plays a lot of shooter-type games. He's done Contra Hardcore not that long ago, and right now he's playing Cuphead. And is on that awful, awful dragon boss that I've been there. So let's cheer Dollar Phil on to victory in Cuphead. A wonderful, wonderful game, but brutal like this one. It's been great having you here, my friends. I wish I could stay longer. I'm sorry we have to wrap up earlier tonight. I would love to be here. I would love to be here with you for longer. But just can't happen tonight. So be well, my friends. Thank you for being here, but be well until I get to see you again. Hopefully, we will share some time together again in the very near future. But we are all out of things to do here for tonight. It is time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.